These are not ghost stories. These are real events that happened to real people in places that were supposed to be safe. And the scariest part is, in all two cases, the danger was already there. The cabin that wasn't empty. My job has taken me to some incredible places over the years. Europe, coastal cities, and all across the US. But one trip in particular still sticks with me. Not because it was beautiful, but because of what happened there. A few years ago, I had to travel to a remote mountain region in the northeastern United States. It was autumn, the kind where the trees explode into reds, oranges, and golds. It honestly looked unreal, like something out of a dream. Usually, my company books hotels. But this time, I wanted isolation. So I rented a small cabin through Airbnb. It sat deep in the woods, surrounded by trees, with a deck overlooking the mountains. Peaceful, quiet, exactly what I needed, or so I thought. I arrived Friday night, had a couple of drinks on the deck, and went to bed early. The next morning, I woke up at 6 and went jogging on the nearby trails. And that's when it started. That feeling, like someone was watching me. The entire run, I couldn't shake it. I kept looking over my shoulder, expecting to see someone. But there was nothing. Just trees. Silence. I blamed it on being alone in the wilderness. After my run, I showered and relaxed inside, but I kept hearing things. Small noises, creaks, movements. Again, I brushed it off. Old wooden cabin, I told myself. Normal. That evening, I went into town for work, had dinner with coworkers, and even stayed out for drinks longer than usual. Truth is, I didn't want to go back, but eventually I had to. When I returned around 10:45 p.m., I checked every lock. Twice, then a third time, just to be sure. I went to bed, but sleep didn't come easy. Every time I drifted off, some noise would wake me up again. Around midnight, I gave up. I grabbed a cigarette and headed downstairs. The house was dark. As I stepped into the living room, I noticed something off. There was a shadow in the kitchen, blocking the moonlight. My heart dropped. I stood there, frozen, trying to convince myself it was nothing. Then I turned on the light, and there he was, a man, standing in the kitchen. Tall, messy hair, thick beard, just staring at me. We didn't move, didn't speak, for what felt like forever. Then suddenly, he rushed toward me. I ran, straight upstairs, into my room, and locked the door. I didn't think. I just reacted. I grabbed my phone, hid in the closet, and called 911. The operator stayed on the line with me. And then, he started banging on the door. Hard, violently. But what made it worse was what he was saying. I love you. I've changed. Please let me in. I had never seen this man before in my life. I screamed back that he had the wrong person, but he didn't stop. It was like he couldn't even hear me. The door started cracking under the force of his hits. I could see his hand breaking through the wood. And then, sirens. Loud. Close. Police. Right on time. As officers rushed in, I heard a crash downstairs, then shouting. I didn't wait. I climbed out the bedroom window onto the roof and signaled for help. They got me down safely, and they arrested him. Turns out, he was the homeowner's ex-fiancée. And the worst part? He had been hiding inside the house for days, living in a closet. They found food wrappers, empty cans, and a knife tucked into his belt. I checked the locks 3 times that night, but it didn't matter because the danger was already inside.